Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we are back on the range. Got the 6.5 PRC out. Got the chronograph set up. Got us a target down there. And now that hunting season's over, well, we're going to re-zero real quick. And then I think today we're going to compare my last home roll load of 58.5 grains of Stay Ball HD, pushing the 147 grain ELD Match. We're going to compare that to some factory 147 grain ELD Match. Finally going to shoot a factory round. Y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. So we do have some factory ammo here, which according to the label, says this stuff's going to be running 2,910 feet per second. We'll see what it runs out of my gun, and we're going to see how it compares to that last load I made using the Stay Ball HD. Give me a couple more minutes to get set up. We'll re-zero the gun and compare the two. Alrighty, y'all. Let me get a couple rounds. It's much cooler than the last time we shot this rifle, so we'll have a better idea of how the Stay Ball HD does with temperature changes. Got a slightly different setup this morning because, well, I forgot my bag, my rear bag. Fortunately, I had a small squeeze bag in the rifle case, so all is not lost. We got 3 dots downrange, which reminds me I got to get the target camera running. Top dot is what we're going to zero on, and then we got a left dot and a right dot. I'll bring you right back after I get the target cam set up. Alrighty. Target cam is on. Whew. The chronograph is on. The lady in the chronograph is ready to talk. So when we zeroed for the 130 grain copper, they were hitting high and left, or higher and left. So I'm suspecting we're going to be hitting a little bit low and right. So let's see if we're hitting low and right and readjust. This will be on the top dot, 147 grain ELD being pushed by 58.5 grains of Stay Ball HD. And since I haven't set it, my dots are smaller than usual. These are probably, normally the dots are 1/2 inch. These are the smaller ones, so they're probably 3/8 of an inch, maybe. Here we go.
2,894.
2894 is just shy of 2,900 feet per second. I think that's right about where we were when it was warmer. Let me take a second shot and see if it's right there and make sure it wasn't me jerking the trigger. And that brass is super cold. Okay. Shot number 2.
2,847.
Well, if I can get this situated. Okay, so we know it wasn't me jerking the trigger. We'll take one more shot and then we'll shoot factory for a group. We'll shoot a 5-round group and we'll shoot my ammo for a group, 5-round group. Then we'll shoot the factory for a 5-round group. Oh, there's the target. There's the chronograph. Okay. Top dot. Verification shot.
2,816.
And yeah, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Okay. Happens to the best of us.
$2,809.
Okay.
$2,854.
We're going to leave it right there. Now, for our zeroing, that's weird. They're saying I shot 6 shots with an extreme spread of 2,870. We only shot 5 shots. So I'm going to have to work that math out by hand, which as I walked over to set the target camera up, all of a sudden the chronograph said 0. I didn't think anything of it. Interesting. It shows 6 minutes before shooting that we had a 0 shot. Let me show you. I don't know if you can read it, but there's 6 shots recorded with one being 0 here, 6 minutes before we started shooting. Very strange. So yeah, that's real interesting that the chronograph would register a 0 when nobody was shooting. I wonder if a bird or something flew overhead and just happened to hit it right. I have no idea. Weird. But we're going to shoot a 5-round group with the 58.5 grains of Stay Ball HD, pushing 147 grain ELD Match. We're going to shoot that on the left dot down there. Let me get a shot of coffee and we'll get to shooting. So it is a nice cool morning today. It was like 36 degrees when I left the house. It's warmed up a little bit, but still a little crisp. Get over the chronograph. Okay. 5-shot group, left hand dot. Hopefully we're over the chronograph. $2,863. 2863. This extra small bag is it's working, but I don't have as much stability not on the rifle.
$2,836.
Yeah. 28.19. Prior shot was 28.36.
$2,820.
28.20. Why are you jerking the trigger this morning, Mikey?
$2,822.
Huh. Interesting. Barrel's only a little bit warm. Okay, 5-shot average gave us 28.32. Extreme spread of 44, standard deviation 17. Now, that very first shot, cold bore, cold barrel, cold gun, gave us 28.94. Now that we're warmed up a little bit, we are within about 18 feet per second of what we had on a warm day. So, interesting. Let me let the gun cool. We'll reset the chrono, bring it back when we're ready to shoot the factory ammo. Okay, so we've got factory ammo here. We've got my ammo here. Difference is that factory ammo is seated in a little bit deeper, so there's going to be a little more jump. That'll be telling because it'll give me some interesting data. But we got 5 rounds loaded up. Let's get ready to do this. So up to now, everything I've been shooting has been set to 15 thousandths off the lands. So it'll be interesting to see how this factory ammo, which is going to be further off the lands, shoots. We've got almost 350 rounds to this gun so far, and this will be the first factory round. Okay, factory ammo, 5-shot group, right-hand dot. Here we go.
2,824.
28.24. Not moving 2,910. And the brass is cool just like everything else. $28.50. $27.91. $27.25. Last shot.
$2,782.
$27.82. I'm not even sure I have 2 rounds touching down there. But end flap says this should have been 2810 for an average. Pardon me, 2910 for an average. In reality, out of my rifle with a 24-inch barrel, our 5-shot average is 2794. Our extreme spread is 125, and our standard deviation is 42. And I think we showed that my rifle likes less jump. So now I'll have to measure a factory round to see how far off the lands it really is, and figure out whether I want to extend to 20 thousandths off the lands or keep it at 15. Well, at least the factory ammo will give me a resupply of brass, considering my other brass is probably on its 10th or 11th load. Huh. Okay, let me go pull the target. I'll bring y'all right back. Well, among with all the other stuff I forgot today besides my rear bag, I forgot my measuring device. But this is our zeroing. We put 2 shots here, then I adjusted the wrong way, popped one over here, brought it back, found center where I originally was, made one more adjustment, called it good here. 58.5 grains of stay ball HD, pushing 147 ELD. First shot was here. Now, comparing where I left the zero, I'm going to say my first shot and whatever this third shot was me jerking the trigger, and this is actually where they were falling. That's right in the same spot. So, I jerked the trigger, I just called it wrong. But then, and this gave us a 28-38 average, if I remember correctly. Then we shot the factory 6.5 with the 147 grain ELDM. It's supposed to be giving us 2,910 feet per second. We didn't even break 2,800. And that was not me jerking the trigger. My gun does not like the factory ammo at all. Not even 2 rounds touching. At least it's providing me some more brass to make more ammo with. But I'll measure those groups when I get home and get my measuring device out. Hey y'all, so we are back at home, and this is our zeroing group. Remember, I shot 2, adjusted the wrong way, brought it back to center, adjusted, decided to keep it right here. That's where we're at. In Stay Ball HD, got 3 touching here, got 2 in the same hole here, based off where that 0 was left. I'm going to say I jerked the trigger twice and put the 2 over here. That being said, that group is 0.851 inches. So under an inch group, jerking the trigger. The factory ammo, doing the best trigger pull I could, loading the bipod the best I could, gave me a 1.441 inch group. Unacceptable for the factory ammo. That factory ammo is loaded way shorter than the ammo I've been loading. I've been loading 15 thousandths off the lands, which made my overall length from the ogive to the base of the bullet at 2.385. The factory ammo measured in to 2.31. So 0.075 inches shorter than the ammo I've been making. That's a huge jump in that gun. That gun does not like the factory ammo. But almost twice the size group. 0.85, 1.44. Let me put this brand new once fired brass back in the factory box, so I keep it separate from the brass I've been using. To say I'm a little disappointed in the factory ammo, kind of an understatement, but had to try. I've got 15 more rounds that I'll have to shoot somewhere, but that'll give me another 20 pieces of brass to work with, so cool on that. Obviously, I'm not on my game because last time out this 58.5 gave me a point, less than a 0.3, I think like a 0.23 group. So maybe it's the wind, because the wind is screaming. From here I can't really see if the target's doing this, but we'll see it on the target camera. But feels good to be back on the range. We didn't get the hunt with this gun, but we did get the 270 out and came up empty. It happens. It was nice to get out in the woods with my son. I think that was probably more important than actually getting a deer, but hope nobody's too disappointed on the factory ammo. Just because my rifle doesn't like the factory ammo doesn't mean your rifle won't. So don't be afraid to try. Maybe I'm just spoiled with making most of my own ammo. I don't know. With all that being said, this Halfmilesniper reminding you, carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. Even if you're in a constitutional carry state, I would get a CCW. You never know, you might travel. It is getting crazier out there. Other countries are being invaded. Bad guys are whacking people left and right. Got the poor schmuck here in LA who had a CCW, used his CCW to defend himself and his family as I think it was 4 armed invaders were trying to do a robbery as he came home. He used his CCW and the city of Los Angeles revoked it. Huh. I guess they want to make it safe for the criminals. Let's not make it safe for the criminals. Keep them guessing. Alrighty, off my soapbox. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Y'all stay safe. Keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.